Here we begin, guys. Rida fighting against Aqua. Rida is with blue, playing as Poland, while Aqua is playing as Russia. Russia does not have to spend gold on building barracks, while Poland have to. But the thing is, the advantage when you play with Russia is that you can make more barracks and therefore spam more units. The pikemen also have some armor, because that's what the player is going to use. The players are going to use pikemen to fight. Who spams the most pikemen, who makes the most upgrades, that has the biggest chance to win. The prizes for the winner of this tournament are $50 in cash, 20 euros gift card from G2A, a t-shirt with Cossacks 3, a t-shirt for Sergio Heldragoon HQ, and of course a Steam key with Stronghold Crusader HD. Maybe he wants to try out other great strategy games. Stronghold Crusader is another game that put his footprint in this genre, this RTS genre. Very beautiful. We see that Aqua is going for 3 Stratlet barracks. He can spam a lot of units. He has to be quick. No peasants at food production, as you can see. He traded his coal for food. That's most likely. Blue started to spam pikeman. He's building the second barracks. As you can see, the points are pretty much equal all the time. You can see above the minimap which player has which color. Very beautiful. There are 6 minutes and 50 seconds left of peace time. Blue already has the academy, while Teal is still working on it. We can also watch some statistics here. As you can see, it's a tie when we talk about points. So I guess it's gonna be pretty intense. We shall see. So Rida made, yeah, they are pretty much equal with units as well. As you can see, Rida has 48, Aqua has 46, and so on. Turn to game. I'm always scared that I'm gonna click on exit game at some point by mistake during the tournament, and I am the observer. I'm the host. I'm the one live streaming, and I hope that mistake will never happen. Blue is a bit left behind with points. 3 Stratlet barracks are nice unit production. That gives him a good bonus. Aqua is defending his buildings. He's sending guards. The great thing about sending guards to your capturable buildings is that in case the enemy attacks with siege Cossacks, then you are protected, because the siege Cossacks will not be able to capture any of your buildings. And another great advantage is that your peasants will be able to fight. The siege Cossacks are very weak, guys, and if, for example, you have some guards at the mill and you are getting attacked with siege Cossacks, you can use the peasants to fight the siege Cossacks, and depending how many peasants you have big chances to win. As I'm saying, siege Cossacks are very weak. Even the light infantry from the diplomatic center are better than the siege Cossacks. Right now I'm talking about the siege Cossacks from the diplomatic center, because there are some very powerful siege Cossacks. If you play as Ukraine and you make the upgrades, those siege Cossacks are insanely fast and insanely powerful. You don't want to mess with them. Also, Ukraine has some pretty strong cavalry. I'm talking about the Hetman. That unit can deal 350 damage with one hit. Can you imagine the damages it can deal when used in large numbers? Of course, every advantage comes with a disadvantage. The disadvantage when you use hetman is that they cost a lot of gold, and they also cost upkeep gold. They take gold as upkeep. That's not necessarily great, but not a very huge downside of them. They can make a great difference in your battles, especially when you fight against pikemen, for example, or the cuirassiers, which is pretty much the most used cavalry unit in late game, due to the fact that they have a lot of armor, they have a lot of hit points, a lot of attack. So they are great. Now the players have 1 minute and 25 seconds of peace time. After this, the mayhem will be unleashed. We see that blue has 3 town halls. Teal didn't go for his 3rd town hall yet. Blue is still behind with points, but those 3 town halls are going to ensure him a bigger production on the long term, because he will get more peasants, and more peasants equal more resources, of course. But since the action is going to happen in early game, all that matters is the pikemen. How many you have, how many upgrades you manage to make to them. So yeah. We shall see. Teal is getting units from the diplomatic center. Blue not yet, but he built the diplomatic center, so we should expect him to make units as well. Teal is making archers combined with light infantry. Archers are good at destroying buildings, while the light infantry is good at dealing some extra damage alongside with the pikemen. So he's gonna combine the light infantry with his pikemen. The pikemen are gonna take most of the damage and deal damage, of course, while the light infantry will act as support. An interesting choice. Blue is going for archers and round shears. Round shears are good at taking damage from ranged units, like bullets, like musketeers, like grenadiers, and so on. So it's a strange choice for early game. We shall see how he manages to develop this tactic. Teal is making siege Cossacks, therefore we should expect some harassment attacks from Teal. Of course, guys, we can see the whole map. I have to remind you that we can see the whole map, but the players do not see the whole map. That's why they have to use drummers to scout the area for a bit. Blue is just scouting the surroundings. He does not go to any corner to see where the enemy actually is. I guess Teal assumes blue is on the bottom left corner, while blue assumes Teal is on the bottom left corner, so they are all focused on this corner. I'm just judging based on the facing of their armies. This cannot be, guys. This is really embarrassing, to be honest. Too much confidence. If he only would have sent the siege Cossacks, would have been better. Right now, look what he's doing. He's sending the entire army. That's not necessarily bad. I mean, blue is not making any move. But yeah, so it's okay. He has time to do this this kind of mistake, and now he will discover the ugly truth. There you have it. just found out that blue is actually not on the bottom left corner. Looks like blue is having a shortage. He reached the population limit, therefore he must build houses. He had a shortage, therefore he didn't produce any more units. Very, very bad. It can cost you a lot. Every single unit, guys, is vital in this kind of battles. Okay, it looks like Teal actually found out where blue is. That's okay. Blue has some mines outside of his town. He should protect those. Okay. Now blue will find out that actually Teal is looking for him. We will see if blue will manage to protect his little town. He has a lot of guards on a lot of buildings. As you can see, he is guarding the houses, he is guarding the mill, he's guarding everything. Therefore, he's prepared for an attack with siege Cossacks. We shall see how he manages to deal with them. As I said, siege Cossacks are very weak. Even peasants can kill them. It's not a problem. All right, we see the first attack. Those pikemen can be killed by a horde of siege Cossacks. You know, those 3 pikemen that are guarding the mines. Oh, look at that! More siege Cossacks are coming. The siege Cossacks are dealing damage, but they are taking damage more than what they managed to deal. Oh, looks like it was efficient a bit. Teal actually managed to capture 3 houses. Right now, blue is disorganized with his army. Of course, he outnumbers Teal. It matters how many upgrades he made. Teal is using his army. He should gather the entire army in one place and then attack. Otherwise, he's gonna get killed one by one. Of course, we don't want that. Teal destroyed 2 houses. The battle is about to begin. Let's see how the Routiers perform against the light infantry. So it begins, guys. It's very important how many upgrades each player had. It looks like blue is actually losing this. His core army was far from his base. Okay, I didn't see that squad. Blue is actually winning this this combat. We shall see how things evolve from here. Teal is going with a band of siege Cossacks, but blue is countering that with another band of siege Cossacks. Good. And now it's time for blue to make his push. Teal is using some 18th century dragoons. Very good units for assisting the pikemen and pretty much all the melee units. Archers are problematic because they deal friendly damage, and you may lose some units by having a huge army with archers. What's blue up to? Blue is having a lot of peasants at his food production. The problem is some of them are not working, therefore he's wasting himself. He should go for stone, wood production, maybe develop further, build a stable, something. Okay, blue is fighting. Now it's time for blue to make a move. If I were blue, I don't know if I would attack or not, but the siege Cossacks are essential, are vital in this conflict right now. After he engages you know, with the melee units from Teal. Blue should use the siege Cossacks to attack the dragoons. Looks like he fails to. Okay, blue is gonna lose this battle because Teal has support from those 18th century dragoons. Just my point of view, I might be wrong. Yeah, but Teal has good chances. Blue was close, very close. The problem was that blue didn't have anything to counter those 18th century dragoons, and Poland is very weak against. Is very weak against. I mean, the Polish pikemen are very weak against bullets. So here, Teal did a very bright move. Those round shears would prove efficient right now for blue, but he doesn't have any more of them. Teal is making an offensive. He doesn't have much, just a few archers and a few 18th century dragoons from the diplomatic center. Those are expensive units. He's creating formation. A formation gives some additional armor to the units. Blue is making a move to defend against the Teal attack. Let's see how he will succeed. But the blue units fall like flies. Blue needs more siege Cossacks against those 18th century dragoons. It's the only viable way I can find. Blue is gonna waste a lot of pikemen in his defense. He needs siege Cossacks, otherwise it's not gonna work for him. The siege Cossacks will get really close to the 18th century dragoons, and the 18th century dragoons will not be able to fire. But they will also take a lot of damage from the siege Cossacks, and they will die really fast. This is where blue failed. Blue should have made an army of siege Cossacks. Now Teal has the upper hand on blue. Let's check how many units each player has. Aqua has made 712 units, while blue has made 662. Can we see how many units they lost? Not really. We wait now for Aqua to reinforce his army and make an attack. He's making siege Cossacks. Maybe a bit too late, maybe a bit too soon, I don't know. We will see if he will manage to actually make a difference. Guys, I'm proud to announce that at this moment we have 110 viewers live here on Twitch. Very proud. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, guys. Blue lost a gold mine over there. That's gonna affect him. Alright, this is a very important moment of this match. This is like the turning point. Okay, he should go with the siege Cossacks against the 18th century dragoons, and he will kill all of them, I think. Or not. Okay, it's not. He should make a frontal battle with Teal, and after that he should go from the back against... Oh, come on. Blue, come on! Didn't work too well for him. Oh! That works really nice for blue. That works really nice for blue. He's going back. He's going back. There's another army coming for Teal. Right now, those siege Cossacks would have been like a gift from God for blue. But he wasted them. He wasted them. Very sad. What are you doing, blue? What the hell is blue doing, guys? Wasting all those dragoons. Disappointed. Disappointed. That's the micromanage here. Blue failed for a bit. We seem to be having a very even match. The players are pretty much equal. So what's gonna make a difference? It's the player that is gonna go for cav. He's gonna make stables. This blue player is playing with Poland, therefore he can get the winged hussars pretty easily and develop furthermore from there. With 3 stables and the upgrade to increase the cavalry production by 50%, he can be a god on this field of battle. He can harass Teal extremely easily because the winged hussars are extremely fast and they deal a lot of damage. They can also take a lot of damage from bullets because they are armored. Of course, this worked for early game. But it looks like the players are focused on this early game tactic, which is fair enough. Blue is going for a lot of stone production. Let's see, Teal as well is developing stone production. Stone production is the best you can get, guys. We see another battle. Blue should keep his siege Cossacks behind, because they shouldn't be used now. The siege Cossacks should be used a bit later. Blue has some strong upgrades to his units. That didn't help him much. Looks like Teal managed to push blue behind. Blue does not have an army to do anything. He's making 3 stables. I guess he's gonna go introduce winged hussars. A bit too late if you ask me. A bit too late. Teal is inside. Myself, I don't see a way out for blue. I think this is it. Aqua wins. Finally, we get to see the winged hussars from the Polish army. Poland was like the first choice for a lot of players. Russia was like the second choice for many of them. The winged hussars died really fast now. They don't have any upgrades, so the fight can still get them. And at this point, blue is overwhelmed by the situation, and Teal destroyed all the unit production buildings, pretty much the vital ones, the diplomatic center and the 2 barracks. Now there are 3 stables with unupgraded winged hussars. This is a victory for Aqua. Blue has surrendered. Let's see. The players made blue. The player who lost made 996 units, while Aqua made 1,200. We can see more statistics around here with buildings and stuffs. Peasants. Blue had the... not really. Let's go behind. Let's see the graph. This is the moment when Teal... I mean, pretty much Teal dominated with points. But the population and upgrades... There was a period when Blue and Teal were pretty constant. So guys, this is where it ends. Aqua wins against Rida. I will be back in a few moments with the next match from the tournament. In the meantime, I will upgrade the brackets on the official page of the tournament, sergiohelldragoon.com/tournaments. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you didn't know, I have a YouTube channel. Like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter.